Yo, welcome to Disruptive Minds. I'm your host, Jerome A. Carter. Jerome A. Carter. And the A stand for always learning. So, we got to get through all the preliminaries. That's what I'm doing right now with all the acronyms. I'm going through all the preliminaries. Just like in college, you got preliminaries where you're going through all the basics so that later on you understand what's going on and la, la, la. So, B.E.D.S. That's today's test. Today's go through is B.E.D.S. What is B.E.D.S? Like what bid? Like you made your bid, now you have to lie in it, right? So we're gonna talk about B.E.D.S. But when I say B.E.D.S, you know it means something else. B.E.D.S stands for building, existing, damaging, or surviving. You're gonna be one of those modes in your life. Right now, you're in one of those modes. Right now, I'm in the building mode of this channel. I'm building. You could be building your body. You could be building your business. You could be building your mind. Building is stressful, but it's highly rewarding. A lot of people don't build, believe it or not. They just don't. And that's where the E comes in at. E stands for existing. A lot of people are just existing. They're day to day. They wake up, they go to work, they get off of work, they have a drink, they go to sleep, they wake up, they go to work. On the weekends, there's football and barbecues and things. That's just existing. You're not building nothing. You're just existing. You're going through day-to-day life existing. All right? Then you have D. D is damaging. Those are the people who are existing, but at the same time, they're doing things that damage your life, whether it be with alcohol, drugs, women, or countless variations of other things that are causing them to damage their lives. They may be going through an existing mode, and they're doing things to slowly damage that, right? And then once you get past the damaging part, you get to the survival. Survival is exactly that. You are day to day. Survival is where they get the word hobosexual, H-O-B-O-sexual. Or it's just a man or a woman, but right now we're focusing on men who are just living from in someone's home or has a girlfriend or whatever, and they're having sex so he can maintain his living status and use her car and blah, blah, blah. That's surviving. Day to day, you're just stressed. You're just like, I got to get through this day. What do I got to do to get through this day? That's surviving. Now, there are people who are existing and surviving at the same time, right? What I'm trying to get you to focus on is use it like a percentages, okay? Each one has a percentage, right? Like right now, I'm building. So I'm like 80, 90% building. But I'm also existing because I do have a job. So it's existing and building at the same time. Like a person who's usually existing and damaging at the same time. Some people are surviving. When you're surviving, is mainly just survival, but it's never 100%. Nothing's 100% except death and taxes, right? So surviving is surviving. You may also be trying to build on the same time you're surviving. That's possible. There's people who's been in really messed up situations, living in their car or whatever. But at the same time, they're building themselves up to another space, another area. So when I use the word B.E.D.S, that's what I'm talking about with B.E.D.S. What mode are you in right now? Because to change where you are or to change where you're at to get to someplace else, you got to know where you are. Where am I? Am I just existing in life? Okay, I'm just existing. See, people think they're living life. No, you're just existing. You're doing what these trees are doing. They're just existing. They're not doing nothing. They're growing a little bit every day. They're dying a little bit every day. They're just existing. They're not doing anything. And there's a lot of people who are existing. That's okay. I'm all right with existers. Some people call them bumper car people. Some people, I look at it like being a ping pong. I was an exister for years. I just existed. I went to the military. I went to law enforcement. And it was just like I was just existing through life. I was just waking up, doing my job, going home, and just existing. I wasn't building, wasn't doing nothing. It was just existing. It wasn't damaging. So I would say it was like 95% existing, 5% buildings. I was working on my body, right? Because even when you work on your body, that's still be building. A lot of people are just existing. And once you realize, okay, I'm just existing, I need to do more, that's when we start getting into other areas. You start thinking differently. That's where the mindset starts to come in at. And you start to realize, I need to change my mindset. A lot of people don't know how to change their mindset, and that's where I tell people, go get the course. Go get the training. I have a training called Basic Mindset Training. It's very simple. It's only $10. Click the link, get the training, work on your building part. Because you may live, let's say you live another 40 years. What does your future look like? What are you building toward? Are you just going to exist the next 40 years? That's probably not going to happen. The way this world is rapidly advancing toward Lord knows what, you're not going to be able to exist the next 40 years. What's the plan? Make your bed and lie in it. I'm out.